Hi, hello, and how are you? It's me, Jen. Welcome to White Cloud Tarot. This channel is dedicated to lighthearted guidance and spiritual development. In our readings, you're going to take what resonates and leave the rest on the table. I'm so pleased you found your way here. Hey Leo, welcome to your week's reading. So we're going to use the Star Codes Astro for you. And I've already pre-shuffled and cut. So show me Leo's grounding root awesomeness for the week, please. There it is. Show me, please, Leo's motivation. What is Leo's motivation this week? What is Leo's motivation this week? Thank you. And please show me Leo's ideal outcome. Oh, you get two. Okay. All right. What is the first option that Leo has that needs to know a little something about it? What's the first option? And what is the most likely outcome of that option, please? What is the most likely outcome of that option? Thank you. What is the second direction that Leo has that they need to know a little something about? What's the second direction? And what is the most likely outcome of that second direction? Oh. Sorry, I have the OCDs. Okay. So let's take a look here at your grounding card. Retrograde. A little bit of review. So this is where you're at this week. Taking a deep breath. So this moment is out of your ordinary flow, right? It's an opportunity to use what you've worked so hard at. Okay. You have these sort of like accumulation of life, of skills, of knowledge. And it is maturity, right? So slow, steady wins the retrograde race, right? Retrograde can kind of throw us curveballs. So this card is reminding you this week that being slow and steady and making decisions carefully and with real thought. So if you have something coming up, take a day, think about it, make sure that it makes sense for you and that you're looking at every avenue to make sure that there's not like this sort of curveball that's coming at that retrogrades tend to give us. Your motivation in this time where you're being careful and slow and steady is conjunction with alliance. Conjunction can become sort of this greater is the sum of the parts situation, right? You're not ever really a lone goose just like flying alone. Typically you always see geese in flocks, maybe like one or two when during the mating season you'll see them together, but as a whole when geese migrate, they fly together as a flock in specific shapes because that is how they get from point A to point B, very long distances with expending minimal energy. And the action here is about co-conspiring. So finding your people, your allies who are going to support your ideas as this situation goes. Like you don't want to be alone with it. You're going to be bringing your people here, a little extra skill, a little extra advice, experience, things of that nature. So you just have discussions and build your partnerships and watching the energy build around your ideas, right, with other people. So you just make sure that you're taking care of your own personal energy and use these ideas to um morph those. That's going to be your motivation. So as you go slow and steady, you're going to be heeding advice from others, the wisdom of others, but making sure that that wisdom is pertinent to you and not the other person's outcome. This is your outcome, what makes sense for you, right? So your motivation is partnering this week. So something's going on where you need to slow it down and then to reach out and take the wisdom of others. And if you do that, your most likely outcome is Vesta, which is introspection. It's looking inwards. Oops. And Aquarius, which is a collaborative card. Guys, I can't make this up. Cannot make it up. Okay, so Vesta is like we talked about, it's about introspection, right? It's about that temple within, the place of quiet safety where you can tend to your personal fire, right? That you always carry with you, right? So you have this personal fire here within this temple. This is yours. This is specific to you. This is your fire. So making sure that you're honoring that is going to be the outcome of this. When you go slow and steady and you align with the wisdom of others without giving of yourself, but taking their wisdom and morphing it into something that makes sense to you, you are going to have that outcome of having your own personal fire stoked within yourself. Okay. And the Aquarius card is all about collaboration. It's sort of this it's this idea of letting go of previous constructs and listening to the source within, right? Honoring the reality that you are this unique individual, right? But you also have the responsibility to contribute to the health of your community. So living by your own philosophy here. Aquarius the Aquarius's traditional ruler is Saturn, right? So um it sort of asks you to know what society expects of you and to care about your reputation. But Aquarius's co-ruler is Uranus, which encourages us to free ourselves from tradition, right? So there's a little bit of dichotomy there for you. But what it does is it offers healthy tension to manifest the truest you, right? Because when you have opposing forces and then you find the balance between them, that's like the best harmonious place to be, right? That's when your fire can like grow and stoke and burn for a very long time. Okay? So option 1 is Jupiter. It's all about abundance. Giving so that you can receive, right? And not that you want to give to receive. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it that way. But when you give, you naturally are going to receive a huge amount of abundance, right? Co-conspiring with people, getting in line with your people. And when you do that, you have Mercury. It's so funny. Can't make it up, guys. Cannot make it up. All right, so Mercury is all about messages. It is it's how you communicate, right? It's a way to slow down time, right? Like you normally you hear about Mercury in retrograde a few times a year, and that's when you need to be slowing down so that you can review um and reconnect and to remember and to be careful during these times of curveballs, right? Which again, Mercury directly correlates to the retrograde where you're at. Um, Aligning with people here, making sure that you're giving and that you will be receiving aligns with their conjunction, right? So this is a beautiful option for you with Mercury. So when you do have the moment to get with your people with Jupiter and you are giving and you're receiving and it's just this beautiful expansive growth moment for you, as you do that, you're going to naturally come into the Mercury card, right? You're going to be in a moment where you're able to listen to your soul, right? You literally are going to become the messenger for the divine source. So this is a really great moment for you this week. This seems like a very very powerful building week for you to connect to your higher self, right? Through these pathways. Now, option 2 for you is showing up as 12th house. Again, this is like the third or fourth reading we've had 12th house. 12th house is about introspection. It is about going within, doing the work, looking at the struggle, reconciling it, and having true growth from that. Not seeing pain, but seeing the positive that comes from that. Right? So spending some time in prayer and meditation is the second option. If you do that, your most likely outcome is going to be 6th house, sustainability. So again, going back to the village metaphor, because that's what this deck does, or uses, I should say. The 6th house would sort of be like the gym, right, or the dog park. It's it's sort of where you live out your sort of healthy daily habits, your work environment, your pets, your mind body connection, how you tend to your health. That's the best way to look at it. This is a card that is going to say when you do the work and reconciling your struggle, you are going to be able to work smarter and not harder, essentially. That's what this is. You can see things differently. You can create this sort of beautiful, sustainable way of life as you pursue this sort of healthier way of living. So it's not like this sort of like crash fad diet sort of thing. It's more of like, here are all the changes that I need to make. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. And then over time, it just becomes a way of life. And it is absolutely sustainable. And it is a beautiful, healthy way to live. Okay, so let's take a look at the Starseed Oracle for you and get a little bit of validation and or clarification. And again, this has been pre-shuffled and cut for you, Leo. Can I have some validation, please, or clarification? Thank you. Okay, so the first one is double mission. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you, which is absolutely beautiful for a Leo, right? You guys are ambitious and creative, determined. You are romantic and loyal and warm hearted and confident and charismatic. Being who you are is the way you provide the best for the world. Okay. And then Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Again, this came out in another reading for us. This is all about knowing that you are safe, that you can trust the path that you are on. You are absolutely protected. So while this introspection work is happening and you're reaching out to others and you're finding your people, it may seem uncertain, but know that you are absolutely on the right path. So make those healthy choices, do the inner work, and you will have the ability to have this sort of healthy life balance that is sustainable, or a beautiful connection with the divine where you become a messenger, right? Or possibly both if you want to do both. But I tend to think that we are given what we need when we need it. So this is going to be, you're going to know which one is right for you. And just because you pick option one doesn't mean option two is off the table. It just means that it's going to happen for you at a later time. Okay. So thank you so much for showing up, Leo, for this beautiful, lighthearted tarot reading for the week. And I hope that I've provided a little bit of enrichment and that some of this does resonate with you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. I am truly thankful for you, and I hope I have provided some enrichment in your life. If my guides and I are on point, the best ways to reflect that are to comment, like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button. Please have a wonderful day.